While we're waiting for people to file in, do you guys mind if I just take a point of personal privilege and complain? It's my stream. I can do what I want, I guess. But do you guys mind if I take a point of personal privilege in honor of the Libertarian National Convention? So Trump spoke at the Libertarian National Convention tonight. And apparently Trump has decided, and not even just Trump, but all conservatives on Twitter have decided that they are just not interested in getting libertarian votes, which is really dumb, to be honest. I mean, listen, first of all, if Trump was expecting to go into the Libertarian National Convention, and just so people know, I was a delegate at the last Libertarian National Convention, so I actually do have some direct experience with this. I was involved with the Libertarians in 2021 and 2022. After that, I kind of backed off my involvement because, to be honest, it was a giant-ass waste of my time. I've met a lot of great people in the Libertarian Party. I have a lot of friends in the Libertarian Party. I consider myself to be a Libertarian, but the party is irrevocably effed. And they're not doing anything productive. They just fight all the time. It's awful. And so I basically removed myself from the situation at the beginning of 2023, started focusing in my time on doing my stuff instead of supporting libertarian stuff. And I'm so much happier. But, you know, the annual convention has rolled around. And if Trump was expecting to go in and give this speech at the Libertarian National Convention and not get heckled, then someone did not properly prepare him. Because this was completely predictable. Like, libertarians have been fighting ever since it was announced that Trump was speaking at the convention. Most people didn't actually want him there because it's the Libertarian National Convention, and so they feel it should be about libertarian candidates. Now, what I will say, Trump did one thing right in this speech, and I haven't watched the whole speech yet, so it's entirely possible he could have done more than one thing right, but he did say he would free Ross Ulbricht. That is a really good thing. And he could have gotten a lot of people on his team from that. But then Trump did this.
That's nice. That's nice. Only if you want to win. Only if you want to win. Maybe you don't want to win. Maybe you don't want to win. Thank you, D-Roy. Thank you. No, only do that if you want to win. If you want to lose, don't do that. Keep getting your 3% every 4 years.
And now conservatives are running all over Twitter saying to any libertarian that's commenting on this, you're gonna lose. Enjoy your 3%. Here is what conservatives don't understand. Libertarians are well aware that they are going to lose. It is not a newsflash to any libertarian that they are going to lose. Libertarians don't care if they're going to lose. That's not the point. And so not only was it unnecessary of Trump to say, keep getting your 3% every 4 years, when Trump did that, he then set off all the conservative influencers going, yeah, Trump, you own the libs. Tell them, Trump. Tell them they're losers, Trump. Laugh at them, Trump. Yo, any gains, I promise you, and again, I've been involved in the Libertarian Party long enough to know this, or I was involved, rather. I'm not involved anymore, thank God. Any gains that Trump could have made by speaking at this convention and saying free Ross Ulbricht were instantly wiped out by Trump saying that at the convention, and now all the conservative influencers running around Twitter going, libertarians, enjoy your 3%, and that's literally the tone of voice that they do it in too. It is. I've had so many people say this to me. It's like, and then if you say like I did, because I haven't been planning on voting for Trump. Trump doesn't do anything for me. Trump doesn't speak to any of the issues that I actually care about. I have no hope at all that Trump's going to solve any of the problems that I actually care about. And that's his fault, by the way. That's not my fault. That's his fault. Then that's the fault of conservatives. So I don't owe anyone my vote. And then when I say I'm not voting for your candidate, they go, you're a Democrat, enjoy losing, and it's like, you've actually just made it more likely that I'm never going to vote for your candidate. And I mean fucking never. I am never voting for your candidate. There is no point. You don't want my votes. And this is something that conservatives don't seem to realize this. They think that Trump is going to waltz into the White House in November. And it's like, that's just not going to happen. I am sorry. There is a mathematical reality here in that you actually do need the votes of independents. Oh, look at this. See? Look, like this. Like, is this going to make me vote for Donald Trump? No, it's not. And not only is this going to make me vote for Donald Trump, I'm going to ban that guy and never have to hear from him again. Conservatives have driven away so many of the voters that they got in 2020 over the past 4 years. And I know this. I was a walkaway voter in 2020. I know a lot of walkaway people. Slowly but surely, conservatives have driven them all away from ever supporting them again. And so if you guys think that Trump is a shoo-in, and you keep driving people away and you keep blatantly saying, oh, have fun losing, then don't cry in November, because they did this in 2022. And it's like, how did that work out for you guys? How did 2020 work? Were you happy with the results of the 2020 election? And then conservatives will say, that's because it was stolen. And it's like, it's like you people are crazy. And I'm going to be honest, anyone comes into my chat and says this tonight, you can go join the conservatives that I'm blocking on Twitter, bro. No one cares. This is the point that you're not hearing. Libertarians do not care if they lose. Libertarians know they're going to lose. They don't care. This was your opportunity to win votes. Instead, you gave everyone the finger and said, loser, loser, 3%, and you made sure that most of the people that Trump could have won over by saying that he would commute Ross Ulbricht's sentence on day one, that was a really good line, man. That was a really good line. Trump saying free Ross and saying he would do that on day one was a big fucking deal. And all the votes that you guys could have won from that have now been flushed down the fucking toilet because you just couldn't keep it together. What's the point of being a libertarian? How about principle? I know you guys don't understand that. It's a principle. Jesus fucking Christ. This is why conservatives will be perpetual losers. I swear to God. Anyway, Sunspot, always happy to support you. Stop debunking. Hey, thank you, Sunspot. I do appreciate that. We're going to get into the show in a second here, guys. Divine, thank you. Seems owning the libs piss off a lot of regular people as well who are not leftist or right-wing. It's annoying trolling. They need a new strategy. Let me just show you one more, and then we're going to get into the show, guys. I'm just kind of giving people a chance to, like, file in. But let me just show you one more example of this. Hang on. This was tweeted by Timcast News earlier today. This is, hang on, let me play the audio on this. This is real quick. We're going to get started in a second here, guys. I appreciate you hanging in. We're just waiting for people to file in.
You're a Biden supporter? So if you don't vote for Trump, you're voting for Biden.
No, I want New Hampshire to secede from the United States. New Hampshire needs to secede from the United States.
These guys are Biden supporters. Democrats.
This is one of the stupidest things that's ever happened. Okay, so here's what's happening right here. This is again at the Libertarian National Convention. You have this guy, and we're going to talk about who he is in a second, holding a sign saying MAGA equals socialist. You have this Trump supporter who has only come to the Libertarian National Convention in order to listen to Trump speak. And he has a chance to win libertarian votes because this guy right here is trolling him. That's Jeremy Kauffman. People who watch my channel regularly know who Jeremy Kauffman is. Jeremy Kauffman and I used to be acquainted. We are no longer speaking because he's kind of an asshole. But like, you know, I actually don't consider Jeremy to be a bad guy. He and I have very different visions for what we want to do in the world and what we think is productive. I actually think that Jeremy is one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. I actually don't want to shit talk him. I think he's a really smart guy. He is kind of an asshole though. And so we're not talking right now. Okay. but I do actually know him. I did at one point consider him to be a friend. And what I will tell you is he is fucking trolling Trump supporters. He's fucking around. He's trying to make a scene. He's annoying. He's like entertaining himself by annoying them. That's all that he's doing. And what he did was result in getting a conservative Trump supporter who doesn't know who Jeremy Kauffman is, calling him a Biden fucking Democrat. Listen again.
You're a Biden supporter? So if you don't vote for Trump, you're voting for Biden.
No, I want New Hampshire just to secede from the United States. New Hampshire needs to secede from the United States.
These guys are Biden supporters. Democrats. Democrats.
Fucking retard, man. Fucking retard. Jeremy might be a lot of things. I can say a lot of things about that guy. I really can. But he's not a Biden supporter, and he's not a Democrat, and he's never voting for Biden. And this is one of the things that conservatives do that really pisses people off. It's like, if you don't give us your vote, you're obviously a Democrat. No, you haven't done anything to earn it, conservatives. And like, I'll tell you what, I am desperate. I mean, desperate. If there are conservatives listening tonight, as there very well may be, I am desperate for you guys to get your shit together and to actually earn people's votes for once. But when you go, 3%, and you go, you're a Biden voter, you're a Democrat, you are never going to get people's votes ever. This is basic. And so stuff like this tonight, that's going to get you a timeout. And if you want to continue acting like an asshole conservative in my chat, you're welcome to get banned. I don't really give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If you aren't willing to do what is required to get people's votes, then do not be surprised when they don't vote for you.